Yes, it's match number 3 of week 6 of the Bandra South Division of the Bodog Roots Premier League. It's the Knights Football Club versus the After 8 Football Club. This is the top of the table clash. Top in the table is Anuj Jain's Knights Football Club, whereas third on the points table is the team owned by Kyle Damien, Zain Nathani, Mohammad Sutarwala, Dave Malhotra. That's After 8 Football Club, third on the points table. So this promises to be a top class clash here, starting at 8:55 p.m. IST at the St. Andrews Turf Park in the western suburbs of Mumbai. Getting live action on Facebook and YouTube on the Roots Premier League pages. Yes, it's the men in green are the After 8 Football Club, whereas the Knights are the ones in blue and black. The Knights will be scoring from the right of your screen to the left, whereas the After 8 from the left to right. The goalkeeper for the After 8 Football Club is Vinay Dias with 10 saves, 5th on the leaderboard for the number of saves, whereas for the Knights Football Club is Sufyan Jamadar with 7 saves, 8th on the leaderboard. He got injured in the last match, so Chaitanya Agarwal had to come as a replacement. But it all hopes and it looks like it's all fine with Sufyan Jamadar as of now. Gaurav. Still the Knights Football Club. Series of tags there. Chaitanya, nicely done there. Chance. It was jersey number 14 of the Knights Football Club. That is Karl Malau. Yes, so Karl has won himself a corner on the left flank, left side of your screen, that is. It's important to thank our sponsors. In the meanwhile, there's a corner that's gone begging. Yes, important to thank our sponsors. The title sponsor Bodog, our branding partner The Flag Company, hydration partner Miqua, beverage partner Raw Pressery, and of course our broadcast partner One Play Sports. It's the Bodog Roots Premier League spring season. Gaurav, the right footer, shoots. Nice there, good start this has been for the Knights Football Club. Gaurav Adhikari, their table toppers of the Knights Football Club. I'll just talk about their performance so far in the Bodog Roots Premier League. 5 matches, 3 victories, 2 draws. Still they haven't faced a defeat. Are the Knights 11 points, table toppers of the Bandra South Division. The first match, the first week, they defeated the Gladiators 2-0. Then the Monsters 1-0. Then the Hoobers Crunchers 3-1. Draw against the Rebels 1-1. Last week again a draw against HRX 1-1. So they are on a trot of the draws and they'll be looking to get a victory. The men in blue and black are Anuj Jain's Knights Football Club. Whereas the After 8 Football Club, 5 matches, 3 victories, 1 defeat, 1 draw. 10 points. The first week they defeated HRX 2-0. Then they lost to Gladiators 1-2, defeated Monsters 1-0, draw to Bombay MFC 1-1, and last week was a draw against the Hoobers Crunchers 0-0. The After 8 Football Club, owned by Kyle Damien, Zain Nathani, Mohammad Sutarwala and Dave Malhotra. So both these teams, last 2 matches have been draws and they'll be eager to get a victory by the name. That man Pritam Mahadik again, passing it along. Always good to see Pritam in the thick of actions. That's that man again there. Chance. Series of passes back to Shetty. And that's off the own goal. And yes, that's the own goal. Jersey number 26, if I'm getting it right. That is of the Knights Football Club. And that's 1-0 for the After 8 Football Club. Deflected, it seems, of jersey number 26 of Girish Kamath. Deflected of Girish Kamath in the 5th minute. And that's a 1-0 lead for the After 8 Football Club. Lucky, but it's a goal that counts. Girish Kamath got the small deflection. Sufyan Jamadar wasn't able to get in the line. And luck favors After 8 Football Club. Playing a match after 8. And it's 1-0 the lead for After 8 versus the Knights. Preetham Madik with the left footer and he scores! That without a doubt is one of the most incredible goals that we have seen in the Bodog Roots Premier League. Left footer that comes from Preetham Madik, you beauty, in the 6th minute. A brilliant left footer from Preetham Madik, and that's a 2-0 lead for the After 8 Football Club. What an action-packed start we have had to this evening. Preetham Madik there being pushed, and he's unhappy with that, but nonetheless it's a 2-0 lead there. Brilliant stuff from Preetham Madik and the After 8 Football Club. 2-0 the lead for After 8 against the Knights. Sufyan Zamadar, they're already considering 2 goals on an own goal, and then a brilliant left footer that he could do nothing of, that came from the left footer of Preetham Madik. 2-0 the lead for After 8 against the Knights Football Club. And on paper, it's definitely the Knights who are the favourites because they are table toppers. Third on the points table are the After 8 Football Club. Header by Chaitanya Agarwal, not on the mark. Good long ball. Yes, After 8 once again have won themselves a corner. That's going to be a corner on the far end for the After 8 Football Club. Seems Luca is missing in action, it looks like, for today. That's he goes. How close was that? How close was that? Luca again in the thick of actions. Could have been close, they could have got a goal, but good defense nonetheless. Good defense nonetheless by the After 8 Football Club. Good work there, that was by the goalkeeper of the After 8. That's Vinay Dias with 10 saves, his 5th on the leaderboard. Nicely done there, series of passes. In the meanwhile, good attack, nicely done once again by Vinay Dias. Back to Preetham, he's onside for sure. Nicely done by Preetham Madik. Looking for the pass, looking for the perfect pass there. Gets Luca, brilliantly done. Shoots, but good save that on that occasion was by jersey number 26, Girish Kamath. He'll be wanting to do better compensate for the goal that is given away from an own goal that he was responsible for. Header out of the cleared from the danger area. The right footer chance, good attempt taken. Luca is down, but he sees it's okay. Divesh Pamnani, that's nicely done by Gaurav Adhikari. Brilliant work on the far end. Goes the Knights with the corner. That has won. They have won for themselves. Are the Knights Football Club owned by Anuj Jain. Good long ball once again. Chaitanya Agarwal heads it. Chaitu is the call that comes from the dugout, but the radar missing. Surprise! It's Preetham Madik who's come on for a breather, and it's Barreto, jersey number 27, Rajiv Barreto, who's come in. That's the advantage of the Bodog Roots Premier League. No restrictions on the number of substitutions, so the best players, your forwards, can always take a breather and come back after a well-deserved liquid hydrated break. Karan, he's onside. Chance, tough chance there. Chaitanya Agarwal with right footer. Brilliant save. What a save that was in the 10th minute. Brilliant work by Vinay Dias. As I said, we have seen one of the best goals scored in the tournament, and now we have seen one of the best saves in the tournament from Vinay Dias, jumping to his right. And it was a powerful left footer from Chaitanya Agarwal and a brilliant save from Vinay Dias. 11th minute we are entering. After 8 has a lead of 2-0 against the Knights. Chaitanya gets deflected. Luka. Once again, perhaps pushed there by Girish. No, says the ref. Side kick there for the After 8 Football Club. Passing it back. Shetty back to Vinay Dias. Keeping possession of the After 8. They can afford to do that. We have a comfortable lead of 2-0. Coming up next, last match of the day. Gladiators versus the Rebels. That of course will be at around 9:55 PM IST. Divesh Pamnani. Nice ball. Looking for Luka. Is it Luka? No, not getting Luka. Gaurav Adhikari of the Knights there. And that's a foul observed by the referee. And Gaurav Adhikari has won himself a free kick. It's going to be Karan, jersey number 10 for the Knights, taking responsibility for the free kick is Karan Bhujbal. Nice long ball, nicely collected as well. Fall back, round the center. Series of passes, still a series of passes. Come on, get the ball. 2-0 the lead for After 8. Charge there and he scores! Gaurav Adhikari! Brilliant in the 13th minute. And there comes the first goal of the evening for the Knights. What a matchup we are going to have. Gaurav Adhikari, brilliant work in the 13th minute. He scores, gets the first goal of the evening for the Knights Football Club. Finally beats Vinay Dias, goes through his legs. And it's 2-1 now. Knights off the mark. Get a goal. So they're still in. Another goal and they get the equalizer against the After 8. Good long ball. Siddhant. Jersey number 5, Siddhant Sharma. Not able to keep it under control. That's going to be a kick in for After 8. It's Shetty, the man there to take the kick in. Dhruv Shetty of the After 8. Good ball taken by the Knights though. Chaitanya Agarwal in the midst there. And that's a foul. Shoulder push, says the referee. Back to the After 8. Shetty. Come back, Divesh, fall back. Side kick on the far end. In the clutter. In there. Look at the ball going in. There's the goal scorer. Dhruv. Pardon me, Gaurav there. Karan. Passing it along, looking for the pass. Vinay Dias in the meanwhile with the goal kick. Nice long ball. Head out of play though. It's going to be a corner for the After 8. It's Divesh Pamnani once again on the far end there. Divesh Pamnani with the corner. Good ball headed away by the Knights. Safely done. Nicely done. Good ball, Gaurav. Good ball to Chaitanya and he's offside. The flag has been raised. Offside Chaitanya was. Scoreline stays 2-1 for the After 8 versus the Knights. Good long ball. Divesh Pamnani is onside, but wasn't able to keep it under control. Nicely collected by Sufyan Jamadar. Chaitanya wanting the pass, doesn't get it. But yes, that's going to be a side kick for the Knights. Nicely done. Again deflected there of Divesh Pamnani. The meanwhile substitution. Divesh Pamnani comes out and it's Hemnani, jersey number 10 of the after 8 and scores! That's the goal and that's the equalizer. What stuff this is from the Knights. Nicely done, and it's 2-2, gets the equalizer. In a fraction of a second, while we were discussing some substitutions, there came the free kick and there goes the goal as well. Super stuff this is, an exciting match as I said. It's Siddhant Sharma, pardon me, yes, it's Siddhant Sharma of the Knights, jersey number 5, and a brilliant goal that was in the 17th minute that he scores, and it's 2-2 in the first half. We've already seen 4 goals in the first half. Brilliant match this is going to be. A clash of the table toppers. First on the points table, Knights versus third on the points table are the After 8 Football Club. Chance, nicely cleared away. Still a chance, nicely held by Vinay Dias. Barreto. Meanwhile in the clutter, Luca. Back to Barreto. Chance with the cross. Not on the mark. Yes, Chaitanya Agarwal off to Karan. Back to Chaitanya, lets it go. But nicely done there by Shetty. Two all, Knights versus After 8. Good ball, straight to Chaitanya Agarwal. Looking for the pass, call coming in is of Chaitu. Passing it on, nice work there again by Dhruv Shetty. Kick in, Karan. Barreto and the attack. Karan, who are you searching for there? No one there. And scoreline stays, it's 2-2. After 8. Perhaps they were comfortable when they had the lead of 2-0, but what a comeback this has been by the table toppers. That's the reason they are table toppers, are the Knights Football Club. The meanwhile, chance on goal, the right side of your screen, right flank. Gaurav Adhikari, he's also one of the goal scorers this evening for the Knights. Gaurav, long ball, doesn't get the support. Back pass, but the meanwhile that's going to be a corner. Pritam Mahadik back into play there. Jersey number 11, Pritam Mahadik is back. Place of Barreto, jersey number 27 of the After 8 Football Club. Still Pritam, a goal scorer. He'll be looking to score, and has he won himself a corner? Yes, he has. As there are 5 minutes remaining for the first half, it's 2-2, and it's a corner for the After 8. Pritam Mahadik, the goal scorer. The brilliant left footer it was, wasn't it? Then again Luca trying to be nice and cute there, but he's unhappy with the decision. He thought it was a corner, but that's been signaled as a goal kick. Unhappy is Luca, but that's the decision and it stays that way. Luca Petraka unhappy with that. From the eastern coast goes to the west, straight in the hands of Vinay Dias. Luka, nice one by Gaurav. Long ball. Is that a foul? Yes, it is. Still no bookings we have seen this evening. That's a good sign. But still no bookings. Divesh Pamnani might get back in the playing arena. Important for them to get goals now. It just looked like the after eight were concentrating a little more on their defense, but that was penetrated on two occasions by the Knights. Meanwhile, free kick for the Knights. Going for goal are they? Deflecting off the wall. Luka clearing it. Straight to Sufyan Jamadar. Still with the Knights. Passing it along to Gaurav. Attack from behind it was. Attack from behind it was on Gaurav. Spotted by the referee. And a foul it is. In the meanwhile, substitution. Yes, it's Divesh Pamnani who's going to come in place of Hemnani. Good long ball, header, a brilliant save. What a save that was from Vinay Diaz. That's the match that we've seen so far in the first half. Brilliant attack, brilliant save. And there we go again. Gaurav versus Pritam. What a fight that is. Luka, Divesh Pamnani. Still Gaurav. Passing it along. Back to Karan. Yes, so that's Pritam Hardik. Definitely a push that was from Pritam. Quickly apologizes. Good to see that in the spirit of the game. It's the beautiful game. Let's keep it that way. Nicely done there by Pritam Hardik. Also sharing a smile. Cracking a joke perhaps. There, good chance. Nicely thudded up there by Vinay Diaz. Out of the danger area. Gaurav Adhikari, will he shoot? Yes, he does, and he scores! That man, Gaurav Adhikari, in the 23rd minute, and they have taken the lead, are the Knights. Super stuff there by Gaurav Adhikari. 13th minute and the 23rd minute is a goal that comes in, and they were 2-0 down, and now they are 3-2 leading the Knights Football Club. Super stuff this is. After 8, whoa, what's happening? They had a 2-0 lead in the 6th minute, and all of a sudden, till the 23rd minute, it's the Knights who have taken a 3-2 lead. That's the kind of game this is. The Bodog Roots Premier League. In the meanwhile, Pritam Hardik, After 8 Football Club, once again with the corner. Chance for them to get an equalizer now. How tables have turned. Cleared away. Nicely done by the Knights. Nice clearance. That's exactly how the match has been. Chance superbly done by the After 8. Luka. Luka is being tripped, and that's going to be a foul. Divesh. He's been tripped. Play on, says the referee. Straight to Sufyan Jamadar. Scoreline stays. Just a minute remaining. Chaitanya Agarwal. Good ball there. On the run from the far end. Chance to get a score, and they do. Jersey number 14 of the Knights there. Karl Malau. In the 25th minute. And 4-2. Can you believe it? They were down 0-2. And now they are up by 4-2 at the Knights Football Club. And it's Karl Malau in the 25th minute on the run from the far end, beating Vinay Diaz, and gets a goal for himself and for his team, of course. 4-0 the lead for the Knights versus the After 8 Football Club. What a match we are witnessing. The first goal was an own goal for the After 8. 6th minute came Pritam Hardik. 2-0 was the lead. And then 13, 17, 23, 25. Gaurav Adhikari, Siddhant Sharma, back Gaurav Adhikari and Karl Malau. 4 goals for the Knights. Just a few seconds remaining till we'll have the whistle and the much deserved half-time break, not only for the players but for me as well. What a half this has been at the end of the first half. Knights FC versus After 8, 4-2. Good evening and welcome back to this action-packed matchup. Knights versus After 8. Our start we have had to this match. First half, we've seen 6 goals. It was started by the After 8. They had 2-0 lead and then 4 back-to-back goals coming from the Knights Football Club. 4-2 the scoreline that reads. Just give a quick summary. The first goal came thanks to an own goal from Knights FC's Girish Kamath that gave 1-0 lead for the After 8. Then the immediate 6th minute was a Preetham Mahadik left footer, so it was 2-0. And then came the comeback. What a comeback that was from the Knights. 13th minute Gaurav Adhikari, 17th minute Siddhant Sharma, 23rd minute back Gaurav Adhikari, and 25th minute Kal Malau. Preetham Mahadik there. And I'll just give you a quick info on Preetham Mahadik is what was given to me by the scorers, by the referees and by the statisticians, that Preetham Mahadik represented India in Neymar Junior's top 5. That's the 5 best players from every country selected, and it was Preetham Mahadik who was a part of Neymar Junior's 5 tournament that was held in Brazil. So that's the kind of players India is creating in the game of football. A few years back we were nowhere on the world map when it comes to football, but now we definitely are growing. And this match again is a perfect example of how Indian football is going to a completely different level. We talk of cricket, we talk of kabaddi, we talk of hockey, and now we definitely have to talk of football as an integral part of sports in India. And one big thanks also in the city of Mumbai has to go for the Roots Premier League. And of course the Roots Academy as well. Preetham Mahadik, unhappy with that push there, has won himself a free kick, is Preetham Mahadik. 4-2 in lead are the Knights after the versus the After 8 Football Club. Preetham Mahadik with the right footer in the penalty area. Nicely done there, cleared away. Still with the After 8. Good long ball, Luka. Yes, just look at that. Left footer chance. That was good attempt, that was. Not on the mark. After 8, headed away. Still Preetham. The penalty area cleared away. Tejas. Luka perhaps. Still After 8, shoots off the crossbar. How close can a match get? Off the crossbar that was, or else that would have been the 3rd goal for the After 8. Divesh Pamnani there, he was on the run, but there's been fouled. And that's a foul given by the referee. Still no bookings that we've seen. Next match is going to be the Gladiators versus the Rebels. Meanwhile, still Devesh Pamnani. Is he going to pass or is he going for goal? Luka is right next to him on his left side. Power with some power taken but deflected off the wall. That's exactly what we've been seeing. Difficult to take a direct free kick on this ground. Always important to take and make those passes to keep possession. In the 29th minute that you're entering. Is it going to be Divesh? Is it going to be Luka? Looks like it's Luka. Preetham is unhappy with the referee. Nice right footer there. Right footer, Chaitanya, chance. Nice work there by Shetty. Aggressive that could have been. Play on is the call. Right footer. And missing, just missing there. Pritam Malik, he gets the space. He loads the trigger and he shoots. Was able to get a goal on one occasion, but not on this one. Long ball out of playing area. Long ball from the eastern coast to the western coast. Sufia Jamadar, butterfingers there, not able to hold on to it cleanly, but holds on to it nonetheless. Passing it along, Tejas. Back to the goalkeeper there. Pritam in the clutter. Yes, is that a foul? No, he says. Tejas, chance back to Luka. Tejas could have gone there, all allowed. And that's a foul. Unhappy are the players. But Luka has won himself a free kick. 4-2. The after 8 are trailing by 2 goals. Good chance for them to make a much required comeback. Is it going to be Pritam? Is it going to be Divesh Pamnani? Pritam passes on to Luka. Good idea that was, but Luka wasn't able to hold on to it, wasn't able to control that ball. Was Luka. 4-2 in the 7th minute. Still Luka passing it along. Unhappy there is Luka. Kick in for the Knights. Good long ball straight to the goalkeeper. Nicely held, no trouble for Vinay Dias, but of course, even if he had let it go, it won't be counted as a goal, because remember, a kick-in is considered as a throw-in. How close was that again? Brilliant defense, and that occasion was from jersey number 26, that's Girish Kamath of the Knights Football Club. Nicely done by Girish. It's going to be a corner on the far end. Divesh Pamnani with the corner for the after 8. Looking for the header, Luka not able to get it. On the attack meanwhile, with the right footer, was he fouled there? No, says the referee. And that's going to be a corner for the Knights. Unhappy with the decision, are after 8. Pritam Mahadik can't believe that decision. But nonetheless, it's a decision that's given and will stand. That's going to be a corner for the Knights. Entering the 34th minute. With the right footer, powerful that was. They are celebrating it as a goal, but the referee has denied. Gaurav Adhikari with the brilliant right footer he went. A brilliant right footer he goes, but the referee has denied. Meanwhile, there is a small observation. Meanwhile, there is a small discussion between the referees. The fourth official there just having a word. The fourth official just having a word whether is that a goal or not. Whether is that a goal or not. In the meanwhile, there's a discussion happening. A heated discussion happening. Vinay Dias is upset. He says cleanly, Vinay Dias will have to control himself. Yes, Vinay Dias might just have to. It's 4-2 in the meanwhile. It's the Knights 4 goals. After 8 have got 2 goals. 4-2 is the lead for the Knights versus the after 8 in the 35th minute that we are entering, and it's a 4-2 lead for the Knights versus the after 8. Yes, nicely done there by Karan of the Knights. Important for the referees and the match officials to discuss. Nicely done there by Karan Bhujbal. It's 4-2 the scoreline right now. We're waiting for the officials' word on that. We're waiting for the final word on that, whether that's a goal or not. And yes, the ball is being called for. And the goal has been denied. It's no goal. So the play goes on. 4-2 lead for the Knights versus the After 8 Football Club. Coming up next is going to be the Gladiators versus the Rebels. Will be an interesting scene, that one. You can always, all those watching on Facebook and YouTube can always go back a little bit of rewind on your timeline and have a look at that again. In the 12th minute that we are entering, Knights versus After 8. Nice right footer there. Chance, good free kick, appeal for a handball, denied. Preetham Madik running along. Karan Bhujbal on the attack for the defense, and he's been stopped. So that's going to be a free kick. And in the meanwhile, yes, he's being given a warning for wasting time. They are in lead, are the Knights against the After 8 Football Club. Nicely done by Preetham to Luka with the right footer. Luka shoots. What a brilliant dive that was from Sufyan Jamadar. In the meanwhile, we might have a substitution. It's Uchani, jersey number 21 of the Knights. Gaurav Uchani in place of Karl Malau. The goal scorer comes out for a breather. Exactly at the halfway stage of the second half we are. Barreto passing it on. Divesh unable to hold on to it. In the meanwhile, he's on the attack. It's Luka looking to shoot on the far end. And that's offside. That has been signalled. Good right footer. It's still Chaitanya there. Karl, Luka. With the right footer goes Luka. Nicely pouched by Sufyan Jamadar. Nicely done. 12 minutes remaining of this matchup. Can the After 8 make a comeback? Score a goal, then the equalizer, and then the lead? Or is it going to be After Knights maintaining the lead, or perhaps adding on to it? Barreto. Chaitanya is on the attack. Nicely done by Divesh. Back to Preetham. Preetham, good chance for him, but he's paused, and that's what has allowed the backup to arrive. Reinforcements arrived for the Knights in time. Good ball there. But scoreline stays. It's the Knights Football Club, as I said, who are the table toppers, top on the leaderboard. They haven't yet faced a defeat. 5 matches, 3 victories, just 2 draws, 11 points, sitting comfortably on top of the table, and looks like they're going to continue the lead. Whereas the After 8 Football Club are third on the points table. 5 matches, 3 victories, 1 defeat and a draw with 10 points. Third on the points table are the After 8 Football Club. Good long ball. Divesh Pamnani passing it on. Back to Gaurav. After a long time, we've seen Gaurav Adhikar in thick of actions. Still no goal that we've seen in the second half. The half-time meeting perhaps was instrumental for both these teams to just tighten their defense. And it looks like that's going to be a goal kick for the Knights Football Club. The reason I say that, because they're eating up time there. Wasn't that obvious? Chaitanya Agarwal heading it to Gaurav Adhikari. Gaurav unable to reach there in time, and that's going to be a side kick for the after 8. Header in the air, head time. Pritam Mahadik nicely headed, and that's going to be a foul. Free kick. Free kick this is. Pritam with the free kick. Looking for Luka, does not get Luka. Knights for a counter attack, that is. Chaitanya shoots, doesn't get it on the mark there. He turned, perhaps blinded over there, and thus not able to get it in the goal posts. Luka blocked. Gaurav, pardon me, with the defense there. Nicely done there. Still Divesh Pamnani. Series of passes, that one. Luka. Barreto shoots, and that's bang on, Luka. Yeah, just look at Pritam Mahadik there. Was flying for a minute. For a second, pardon me. In the meanwhile, that's going to be a free kick. Karan Bhujbal is just being instructed to hurry up. Around 8 minutes remaining. Cleared away. Nicely done there by Dhruv Shetty. On the counter. The after 8. Divesh Pamnani. Looking for the pass. Gets it. The far end. Is that a corner? Yes, it is for the after 8 Football Club. The far end. It's going to be that man again, Pritam Mahadik. Nicely done by Sufyan. Right footer straight to Sufyan Jamadar. Nicely pouched. Nicely given to Gaurav Adhikari, unable to keep it in control. And that's going to be a kick in for the after 8. Quickly taken as well. They can't afford to waste any time. Around 7 minutes remaining for them to get out 2 goals at least they need. But 1 goal, and that'll keep them in the game, in the hunt for the second one. Nicely done by Karan. Ochani unable to keep it in control. The meanwhile, a foul there. Certainly, yes. It's free kick for the after 8. Barreto gets it. Nice long ball there. Foul, and that's going to be a booking. Yes, the first booking of this match. We'll just get confirmation as to who exactly was that. It was jersey number 21 of the Knights. That's Gaurav Ochani, who's been booked in the second half of the match. So second half, we still haven't seen any goals. As I said before, it's always important for the half-time break for the players to just regroup, to gather, to get their discussions, meetings, formations in place. And it looks like it's been on the mark for both these teams, because they haven't conceded a goal in the second half. But the problem for the after 8 is they haven't scored either. Always important to thank our sponsors, our title sponsor of the Roots Premier League, Bodog, our branding partner, The Flag Company, hydration partner, Miqua, beverage partner, Raw Pressery, and our broadcast partner, One Play Sports. So we have around 6 minutes remaining for this matchup. The next match is going to be Gladiators versus the Rebels. What a shot that was. What a kick. Right footer that was. Went like a tracer bullet, didn't it? Gaurav Adhikari on the attack, and he was blocked there. Definitely, that's going to be a goal kick. Quickly taken there. Always dangerous when Gaurav Adhikari attacks, and that man again, Pritam Mahadik on the attack, but that's two on him. Difficult. Luka. Back pass. Back to Pritam. Nicely done. Pritam needs to attack. Can't afford to keep possession and keep passing around. Divesh Pamnani, they have to attack. Luka, was it off the hand? No, says the referee. Back to Gaurav Adhikari and offside. Yes, definitely was on offside. Five minutes remaining for this matchup. Good long ball, and he lets it go. Sufyan Jamadar, nicely done, well left, as they say in cricket. Is exactly what Sufyan Jamadar does. Good ball, looking to pass it around. The Knights can afford to eat up time. Around 4.5 minutes remaining. No hurries and no worries for the Knights. Pritam Mahadik can be dangerous. Luka, that was a brilliant defense by Karan Bhujbal. Back to Pritam. Definitely onside he is. Looking for Divesh. Gets Clayton. Clayton looking for Luka perhaps. No, gets Barreto. Back to Pritam. Pritam goes for Divesh Pamnani. Brilliant work. That was superb work by Sufyan Jamadar. Kick in, Barreto. Divesh Pamnani. Passing it around. 3.5 minutes remaining. So the time is running out. Time is running out for the After 8 Football Club. D'Souza. Is that a foul? No, says the referee. Ball kept in play. Pritam Mahadik. That's going to be a kick in, a side kick on the far end for the Knights. They can afford to eat up time. Just look at their pace there. All part of the game of football, isn't it? 3 minutes remaining. And there he attacks his Vinay Dias. In the meanwhile, the flag also was raised, so that's an offside. Quickly taken, Divesh Pamnani. Pritam Mahadik on the far end. Good ball there. Chance. And that's nicely collected by Sufyan Jamadar. Nicely done there. Easily done. And yes, taking his time to get the ball released from his hand. Good long ball. Nicely done there by Vinay Dias. 2.5 minutes remaining for this matchup, and it looks like it's very difficult now. I won't say still impossible. Still is possible. Very difficult, certainly, for the After 8 Football Club to make a comeback. In the meanwhile, we have a substitution. It's Mohit, jersey number 11 of the Knights, who's coming back. That's Mohit Ochani. Coming up next in the next 5 minutes is going to be the Gladiators versus the Rebels. The meanwhile, on the attack once again, Karan Bhujbal. Chaitanya wasn't able to keep it in control with the trajectory there, way above the crossbar. Meanwhile, it's a foul, and that's a booking. That's a yellow card in the 49th minute. A yellow card has been given to the Knights. We'll just get confirmation on who exactly was that. But that's yet another yellow card. Gaurav Ochani was booked the second half, and in the second last minute, yet another booking. The meanwhile, the goalkeeper has also attacked, and yes, nicely done there. In the meanwhile, nicely, quickly done by the After 8. Divesh Pamnani. The goalkeeper Vinay Dias also has come out for attack. Just A minute remaining, a little less than a minute remaining. Chance for the after 8, Divesh Pamnani. Yes, they also have Vinay Dias. And in the meanwhile, that's a foul there. That's a foul there. And in the meanwhile, we might have a substitution. There is a substitution there. Yes, it's Karan Bhujbal who's coming out, and it's going just number 21, Gaurav Ochani, pardon me, who's already been given a booking, comes on the field. Meanwhile, that's going to be a free kick. Preetham Mahadik, can they get the third? No, deflected off the ball. Still with Preetham, nicely done. Ball cleared away as well. Gaurav Adhikari running for it, but that's the time. No goals in the second half. The Knights defeat after 8, 4-2.